and he recognized something was wrong in there, and he turned two halves of a sentence around. Two halves of a sentence. That produced 36% more donations. Just recently, the 2025 report came out, and they've raised leadership and social influence to position number 3. That increased the response rate to 35%. And so what we're interested in is ethical persuasion, where through the use of language and also images, we can move people in our direction without having to lie, cheat, or deceive. Basically highlighting, making it easier for them to make a decision. Would you then be willing to chaperone a group of juvenile delinquents on a day trip to the zoo? The same request as before, where before 17% complied, now 50% of everyone they asked said, yes, I will take a group of juvenile delinquents on a day trip to the zoo. Scarcity is that people are more motivated by the fear of losing something than gaining that very same thing. McDonald's was interested if they could increase dessert sales. The accepted belief at the time was that we human beings, we are logical and rational creatures, and we would therefore use logic and reason to formulate our decisions. And Daniel Kahneman demonstrated that was wrong. People typically don't know what influences their behaviors and their decisions. Authority is that we follow the leads of people who have genuine expertise and wisdom. In that headline, BOSE was actually using something that they thought would be convincing people, but it was actually actively working against them. Which do you think has the biggest chance of success, right, in persuading you to start saving energy at home? And so these were the answers that came back from the focus group. But in this scenario, they didn't actually do that. All 4 messages went out into the environment anyway. Now we watched in terms of what's happening to these suburbs. In which suburb can we actually see a reduction of energy consumption? And then this was the result. It's not just about getting donations, or of course that is something that's very exciting because it allows you to do more. It's not just about advertising, as in, okay, they agree to it, they came, but might they still feel that you tricked them? Without knowing the science, we'll give ourselves the wrong answers. So you could sit there with pen and paper and think, okay, how am I going to write an appeal to get people to donate to the charity, to be a volunteer, to support us long term? And if you ask yourself, without knowing the science, what is going to be effective in changing people's behavior, as in agreeing with you, chances are you'll get the wrong answers. You can ask your entire team of people. If they don't know the science, they'll give you the wrong answers. And clearly what we saw before, you can spend money on an expensive focus group and then they'll give you the wrong answers.
That was great. Thank you.